my ear. Johnny.
Gyro, I have to tell him. I'm sure there's a golden rotation done using the horse, but now the president has realized that too. Gyro only has one shot of the steel ball on him. If he misses, it's over. He won't get a second chance. The president will start by attacking the horse, and Gyro doesn't know that right now.
The horse, is it? Then next would be Johnny and the waves. In terms of this course of war, it comes down to one move. For one to misread one move means their defeat, doesn't it? Will that be you, Gyro? It will, however, not be me. When the president gets between something and something else, he can go to neighboring dimensions. Just now, he went between the ground and the ocean water. But in the neighboring world, this land, this place is... As things stand, when the president comes back, he will definitely drown. So he can't hide, lying dormant forever. He's going to attack from somewhere under this seawater. Soon, he has to.
Gyro! The president already knows! He knows about the rotation!
Because the president has gone to several different dimensions, there are more of him there. Which is he? The one on the right or the one on the left? Which do I beat? Which is the real one? I've got to make a decision soon. First, he's going to attack my horse.
His ear, Gyro! The real president took damage to his ear before!
Ear. 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 It's him. The one on the left. No, that's wrong. The real one is the one with the stand next to him. The real one doesn't necessarily have to be with the one with the unique ear. He can switch with other ones in the other dimensions. But there's only one stand. He purposely got Johnny to yell. The president has already calculated that much. The fissure of light on Lucy's skin is pointing in that direction. There's one more of him, behind me. What? D4C. Hide your body inside the light. What could this be? Impossible. This is energy? The idea that outside my D4C, there could possibly exist in this world an energy that can cross over dimensional walls is... What on earth is this? This is no ordinary energy. Crossing over dimensional walls. What on earth has seeped through? What is this steel ball's rotation? D4C, Love Train. My heart and actions are utterly unclouded. They're all those of justice. It was me. I have taken the first napkin. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap.
その地の記憶
You did it! The golden rotation, it exploded!
These two.
You won! It's over. We won!
One move. The one who misread one move. Which of us was it?
D4C!
It was not me.
He stood back up.
Was it coming? Another attack from that steel ball?
Just half of him. He's aging, but he still got up. Valentine. Valentine and Gyro. Just one more attack. Again, one more attack is going to hit.
That wound. It's heading towards your heart. Before that wound touches your heart, you just need to go inside the fissure of light coming out of Lucy. Bad things will get blown away somewhere. You can have someone somewhere else in this world take that misfortune for you. Johnny? Lesson 5. Yeah, I'm sure that's what we're on now. The next one is Lesson 5.
Huh? What?
I always tried to take the fastest shortcut in this steel ball run race, but the shortest route was a detour. It was the detour that was our shortest path. It's been true the whole time we've been crossing this continent, and because of you, we were able to take that route.
What? What's he saying all of a sudden? Lesson 5? Why is he saying that at a time like this?
Is this a stand? What incredible energy. A fearsome phenomenon. The infinite rotation of the steel ball. Is this a maxim of nature? Or a forgotten piece of human wisdom? To think that a technique exists that can cross over walls of other dimensions, but This is Gyro's limit. You should have felt it yourself for some time now. The moment you felt it in your hand, this steel ball before my eyes. Fearsome. Quite fearsome. But it seems that I, Valentine, am the one who has made an ally of the goddess. As I thought, the one who was one move ahead. That fissure coming from Lucy, it starts walls to another dimension. It draws in even the grass and the trees and earth and coasts here, and only sends away things of misfortune to other lands on this earth. Earlier, using that fissure of light of Lucy's, you read what direction I was hiding in, and knew the location of my D4C's attack, but before, that steel ball you pitched towards me, it passed exactly over that light fissure's line. I'll acknowledge this honestly. That was a coincidence. I couldn't calculate that far in. Because if the steel ball you threw hadn't passed over Lucy's light in midair, D4C would have been defeated by that perfect rotational energy. As I thought, the goddess. She does exist. A goddess that became my ally. Just before that steel ball that had passed through the light fissure collided with D4C, just a small part of it was scraped off, which shot off somewhere in this world. Meaning that rotation using the power of the horse was not a perfect rotation anymore. The steel ball having part of it scraped off from the light fissure was an ellipse. It was not a true sphere. It was the rotation of an elliptical sphere when it collided. An elliptical sphere. Imperfect. What you threw was an elliptical sphere. Gyro, you, in order to save Lucy, had Lucy ride the horse so you could drive D4C and I to the brink of defeat. It was because you had Lucy ride the horse that you were completely defeated.
What? What on earth? What does he mean?
You must have realized, in the moment you took that sphere in your hand, I won. If that rotation had been with a true sphere, then D4C's dimensional walls would perhaps have been completely destroyed by your steel ball.
What? What the hell is going on?
Hey you, be careful. Do you want there to be a new number one cause of death? You see, number one is an infectious disease transmitted through mosquitoes, and second is getting kicked by a horse and dying.
The true nature of your steel balls. I'm not giving up. I'm definitely going to figure it out. I know that it has to do with rotation.
Johnny, grab the luggage. Dio and Sandman are coming. Lesson 1 is, don't have any weird hopes in me.
My nails. What on earth is this? My nails are rotating now. It's an arm, like from a mummy. What kind of corpse is this? What's this arm? There's something in my arm.
That's my reason for competing in this steel ball run race. My goal is all for the sake of saving the boy from execution, to give him the right of amnesty in my home country. We can win, Johnny. We can win this stage. Let's detour from the lake to the cliffs. It's not too late. No way. My teddy bear. My teddy bear's arm came off.
Got it? Whatever you want to do has nothing to do with me.
The miracle of the golden rectangle in there.
There should be a rotation that continues infinitely. Hey, Gyro, you said before that women can't ride on your saddle, but what's the reason? Why can't women ride with you? A superstition?
If I try looking this way, I can't see her at all on top of your saddle right now, but the goddess of victory is already riding on my saddle. Just try and have any other woman ride on it. The goddess would get jealous, and you'll lose sight of victory.
Is it that sort of thing? Then I wonder if Lucy here is a goddess.
If that's what you think, go with it. Then, logically, you're still all right alone. Oh, look! The water in the river looks like it's receding. How about we cross over there then? This is how it is, ultimately. When a tennis ball bounces off the top of the net, no one knows which side it'll fall on. What you want is to have a goddess. If you do that, whichever side of the ball lands on, you can make sense of it. Next is you, Johnny Joestar.
Gyro.
What happened? That's not what I meant to do. My friend.
The horse! I have to make the horse run, and add the horse's power to the spin. It's no good. I need to keep the nail bullets from shooting into the dimensional wall. I need to make the horse run and give the rotation its energy. Ah! Below the waves, between them and the ground. The horse.
2 years ago, I was inaugurated as president of this country. There was a celebratory dinner party held in the town I was born in. There, at that time, those present were treated to the meat of a freshly slaughtered lamb, an old custom passed down from a distant ancestor. The reality of this human world is that when we draw the curtain to a new age, there will be necessary trials for us to face, and in these trials, there are sure to be battles and spilled blood, and the more formidable the foe, the better the trial. Trials are offerings, and the greater they are, the better. The Boom Boom family, Mountain Tim, Sandman, my wife, Wakapipo, Dio. That is what you all are. Both allies and enemies, those who participated in the Steel Ball run race, are the fresh lamb meat. The only energy that can cross dimensional walls is my D4C, and the napkin that has the meaning of a new age. There's no misfortune here. It has been shot away somewhere, and the corpse will become the happiness of my country.
Lesson 5. Gyro, why? Why did you suddenly say Lesson 5 before...
You only have one nail bullet left now, don't you, Johnny Joestar? Your pinky finger, yes? Go ahead and fire it.
Our shortest route was a detour. With this Steel Ball run race, it was always the detour. That's been our shortest path.
What will happen now is a sacrifice. You, Johnny Joestar. The trial will end with the spilling of blood.
Why? At a time like that, Gyro? Lesson 5.
Come, I'll make you attack first. A steel ball? This is lesson 1. Don't get your hopes up. Your legs moving was just a simple bodily reflex and nothing more.
Gyro, right now, this one steel ball I didn't give to you, that's still with me, is truly a detour. It's truly a very long, roundabout path. Ugh. I used the horse's power, the golden rectangle, in Lesson 5, sensing defeat after he himself was already beaten. Gyro immediately thought of my horse being attacked because he knew the president would first make it so my horse couldn't run. What's the reason for Lesson 5? The perfect rotation energy, and I still have one nail bullet left. Gyro, for this reason, this was the reason for Lesson 5. Thank you. Thank you, Gyro. I truly thank you. I can't find any other words to express it.
Had your own body kicked by the horse, using the horse's power on the rotation. Come back in the light. D4C right away. D4C, inside the light, hide! is this? It's the same as with Gyro Zapelli. This form of this energy. Without being shot to somewhere on the other side of this world, like China, Africa, it's clinging to this wall and trying to enter it. No, it's more than that. It's trying to pry it open. A new power. This is Johnny Joestar's stand. Damn it. This is not good. With Gyro, it was an elliptical spear. But with Joestar, this is probably a perfect, or even the highest level of rotation.
Shoo! Shoo! Shoo me mean!
What does this stand intend to do? Once it's crossed the dimensional wall, what's it going to do? When it comes in here, and outstretches those arms, what's it going to do to me? This is bad. This is a bad place to be. It seems like it would be best to run from this place. Just hiding inside this light isn't good enough. I'll have to run even deeper, to this place's infinite and neighboring dimensions. I need to run and hide there, or...
Dusk! Act 4! The Sacrifice! President Valentine! Which do you think it will really be?
Damn it. It's come in. Deeper, D4C. Go deeper in. This place is... Oh, this is... in the ground. Underground. I can't breathe. Where am I? Search D4C. Find me. Hurry, search! In this new world. Where's Valentine? I can't breathe. Hurry. Where? Find me. There. Myself in this new world. D4C transfer dome. That was close. Gah. Understand. I'll go back there soon. I'll scatter them apart into more pieces than the corpse. I cannot forgive them. All that's left in the world where the corpse is Johnny Joestar. I'll kill him. He doesn't even realize how much value the corpse has and what that means. All that's left is that worthless kid's existence. They crossed over dimensional walls. Those nail bullets. I cannot allow them to exist. Right now, his horse is dead. He no longer has the horse's power. And now, before his nails grow back, now that rotation is finished, I'll go back there and kill him immediately. Huh? What's going on? This is... What is... what is going on here? D4C is... D4C, crawl out of that hole. Climb to the top. God, I've been returned inside the hole. My body is rotating. My body just returned to the hole on its own. When Gyro used that steel ball, my skin aged, and this time, my body is spontaneously rotating. Each individual cell that makes up my body is spinning. It's like I keep changing direction. Is this because I was hit by Johnny Joestar's stand attack? Because I was punched by that? Is this an after effect? Damn it, I can't breathe. At this rate, I'll be buried alive. I mustn't stay in this world any longer. I need to escape. But I have no way to do it. I'm between soil and soil, so I can escape to any world I want. And if I switch with the me in a new world... Fine. What's wrong? What's going on there? What are you doing? Finish him off. Kill him. The base world Johnny Joestar. Finish him. The Johnny in the world with the corpses. Hurry. Go there and kill Johnny right away. I understand. I just need to go to the world where the corpse is and kill Johnny. I'll just go between this door. D4C. It can't be you. D4C. The damage from Johnny Joestar. It can't be. It's following you? This is different from Gyro's imperfect elliptical sphere. Just how long? How long can this continue?
One more time. He's coming. Definitely, one more time. Valentine will come back here one more time. To this world where the corpse is.
Times do I have to repeat it? No matter what I do, I end up back in a hole. I have to find a way to escape from this, from being buried in this hole. I look closely. Here, even the insides are rotating. It's as though each individual pore, each cell of my body, buried alive. Me. By such a calamity, this madness. Even though I tried running dozens of dimensions to escape it, where can I go to make his rotation stop? Just how many dimensions must I cross to escape? It's so painful. I'm suffocating. I have to do something. The inside of my D4C is spinning. I have to do something about this rotation. I have to kill him. Johnny Joestar. No matter what, I'll annihilate you. I'm going to kill you, Johnny Joestar. I'll return to the world where the corpse is. If I erase you in the base world, this ability will also disappear. this rotation will stop too. Oh, god damn it. Being pulled back into the hole. One should be here somewhere. In this dimension. It's a city. Isn't there one nearby? I'll kill you no matter what, Johnny Joestar. I'll definitely go back. There it is. It's this world. D4C. Right here. I've been waiting for this. For a dimension where this was passing. Now, go! I did it! I really did it. I just needed to get far enough away, and I could get released from it. Away from the hole. I'm getting further and further away from it, and now my body won't go back that way anymore. The rotation has ended. What? Impossible. Even the door of the coach. Impossible. This rotation. When I touched them to close the door, even the walls of the coach themselves were... What kind of energy is this? No. It can't be true. Is it infinite? Could this be infinity? It can't be. Does this mean I'm doomed to eternally be buried alive in this hole over and over? I don't want it to be dark anymore. Damn. How many times am I going to keep ending up back in this hole? I don't like this darkness. How can this be happening to me?
Funny? Funny? Mom has a guest she'd like to introduce you to. This man. He's captain in the Army's cavalry, Mr. Valentine. Please listen to what he has to say.
This handkerchief. I came to see you to talk about this handkerchief. This handkerchief's owner is not me. That person is a dear friend of mine, and I am holding on to this for him. He is a man with a habit of writing the date on everything. If he'd bought some boots, he'd write on the date of them, what month and what day he bought them. If he bought furniture, he would engrave the date on that furniture. On the day he got married, he even wrote that date on his underpants. His friends always laughed at him for it. In an earlier war as a soldier in this country's army, that man had bad luck and was captured by the enemy and became a prisoner of war. That soldier was tortured. And every day, how many people are in your company? Where are they going to attack from? What type of weapons are they using? Shows on a map where the snipers are hiding. When he didn't answer, they would inflict pain upon him, again and again. He never once answered them, but his mind was nearly crushed. And when he felt he was going to break down, he decided in his heart that he would protect this handkerchief with all he had. This handkerchief has September 20th, 1847 embroidered on it. It's a date from where he holds his memories with his family. Because protecting his family is connected to protecting his country, With this handkerchief as the only thing supporting his heart, he was able to endure the pain and fear of being a prisoner of war. But when he was tortured, if he didn't do something, the enemy side would confiscate it from him. He had to hide that handkerchief somewhere. He felt like if it was confiscated, even his heart would tear into pieces, and there was no way he could throw it away. It would be totally impossible to hide it somewhere in the prison. And what's more, when he was tortured, he was stripped completely naked, and every hole in his body was roughed up. Inside his mouth, inside his nose, inside his anus. But he hid it through the whole ordeal. And do you know where he hid it? It was because he hid it and never said anything up until the end that our company was able to survive. And I was able to bring the handkerchief here to you like this. And now you are 7 years old. What I'm about to tell you is incredibly painful and cruel reality. You're a man, so I came thinking you could handle it. I have a story to tell to the end. Where did he hide the handkerchief when he was tortured? His eyes were already blinded.
Stop! No more!
He gouged out that blind left eye himself, balled up his handkerchief, and kept it through the whole time in that cavity. And this embroidery, September 20th, it's your birthday, isn't it? His beloved child's birthday. It was your father. After he died, when your father was buried, I found this. Patriotism is the most beautiful virtue in this world. Even animals risk their lives for the sake of their children. But risking one's life for the pride in their country and thinking it of an extension of oneself, protecting one's family, is only nobility of humanity. A kind of heart completely different from a religious fanatic. I'm proud to have been your father's friend. Here. This handkerchief belongs to you.
The base world's Johnny Joestar.
My nail bullets. I can shoot 5 shots now.
You're... Johnny Joestar. What's happening right now?
Don't come. It's still not over. Don't come near me. He's still...
Stop. That's enough. The infinite rotation. This is my defeat. My complete defeat. I can no longer win. You are the victor. But there are still living Gyro Zeppellis in other dimensions. I'll make a deal with you. I can bring Gyro here, to this place, I'm the only one for whom this is possible. If I were to die here like this, I will be lost forever. Gyro will never come back to this place. What do you choose? Calm down, Johnny Joestar. Don't shoot. Please, listen to what I have to say first. At this point, it will be a simple matter for you to kill me. Don't shoot out of panic. I'm already defeated. I'd like to make a deal here. Please, try not to see things from only one perspective. The only one who can bring the late Gyro Zeppeli back to this world is my D4C ability.
Shut up! What the hell are you saying at this point? Be quiet! Stop talking to me! I'm going to end everything here and now!
My goal is to collect all of those corpse parts. That, and that alone. This situation came about as a result of me trying to collect them, but my goal is not to take your lives. This world's Gyro Zeppeli disappeared into the sea. As things stand, his body will just rot away now. So even if I bring Gyro Zeppeli from another world, there will be no situation where the two gyros will meet and be annihilated. I can do that. Now, this infinite rotation, please stop it. There is a way to do that for this rotation. With the opposite direction, shoot my D4C again. Shoot an nail bullet with the rotation opposite the direction that you shot before. It should be able to do it. Your stand ability, please. Shoot me with an infinite rotation going the exact opposite way. It should stop if you match the plus with a minus. Then I can bring Gyro back.
You're saying you can bring Gyro back?
I promise.
Gyro, safely and uninjured?
I promise.
And then you'll just let Gyro and me go?
I promise. I won't take revenge on anyone. I vow that I'll act like nothing ever happened between us. Hereafter, I will absolutely not lay a hand on either of you, and I'll let you go wherever you want. If you want to continue the race for the prize money, I'm fine with it. All I want is to procure the corpse. That's all.
But the Gyro you bring back here, he won't be exactly the same person. He would be from a world of a different dimension. He'll be a different Gyro.
Johnny Joestar, do you think that there's anyone who knows the future? Even if it's a Gyro with a different past, or possibly even one who's not your friend. From this point forward, Gyro Zeppeli will walk the path of Gyro Zeppeli. The important thing is that he's alive here in our world. I have one more thing to say. Something of great importance. My actions were not done out of selfish desire. I do not desire to procure the corpse for the sake of power or in order to control someone. I have feelings of patriotism. Every action I have performed was because I judged it to be absolutely for this country's sake. You experienced it, didn't you? Only things of happiness and beauty gathered toward the corpse. Things of unhappiness and cruelty were blown away somewhere, having someone elsewhere bear their brunt. That is because, in the reality of this human world, it is impossible for every person to be happy. In the shadow of happiness, there's cruelty. There's always a balance between the positives and the negatives. That is what the Holy Corpse is. For argument's sake, Think of what had happened were it handed over to some rule-flaunting, low-life bastard on the other side of this world. He would only think of using it for things he wants, low-life things. One can only imagine what deplorable events would then be in store for the future of this country. That is one scenario which I must prevent. As president, it is my sworn duty in this world to guarantee the safety of the people of my country. That is all that it comes down to. This Steel Ball Run race has occurred for that end. Having the stand users collect the Holy Corpse was the one and only way. As you would know from world history, during times of dramatic change, there's always battle. But, on the other hand, because there are sacrifices that occur from battle, important things can be obtained. Those who died in this race are a necessary result. I believe I have made no mistakes in my actions. It is because it was the Steel Ball Run race and not a war that this has ended up with the minimum number of sacrifices. Please, Johnny Joestar, do not be hasty. The only one who correctly understands the corpse is me. I will not hand that over to some other country. I am not afraid of death, but I need time. I can't die here. Please stop this infinite rotation in my body.
You're a righteous person. I want to believe you. I want to believe that you might be a good person, and that maybe my actions have been the bad ones. But there's no proof. And you're the president. If I stop that rotation and you get control of the corpse, you might pull a surprise attack. Before you bring Gyro back, you could do something like send an assassin or army troop back. There's no proof we'll be safe.
I said I vow to. Once I have sworn to do something, I have always carried it out. I absolutely will not take revenge.
I'm saying you have to make me believe that! How you say you're a good person, that you're not a powerful and talented liar, that you're a person that walks the path of righteousness. Now, right here, try and convince me. If you can prove to me that you're a righteous person who honors his vows, I'll gladly stop the rotation. I want to see Gyro again. I want a safe Gyro to be brought back here once again. I want to bring everyone back. If I could believe you were a good person, then it would be incredibly fantastic. Please, let me believe you.
That's Hot Pants' spray. She became a sacrifice as well, but that's from a world of another dimension's Hot Pants. I took it from one earlier. When the corpse completely separates from Lucy's body, she will probably die there. But with Hot Pants' spray, you can heal her wounds. I think of this world's Lucy as a precious goddess of good fortune. I stole that spray on the off chance that Lucy's life might become endangered. Use that to heal her. You can also use it for that left hand that I cut off. And while it's still breathing, you can use it to heal the neck of your beloved horse. Listen, the one who got in my way, Stephen Steele. If that man Steele hadn't been in my way before at the train, when I was going to cut your throat, you would have been killed by me, and we wouldn't have gotten into these circumstances. The reason I didn't kill that Steele man was because I told Lucy I would guarantee his safety. It was a vow to the goddess of good fortune that I would not lay a hand on Steele. Once I have verbally vowed something, I will always carry it out. If I have promised I will not take vengeance on you, then I absolutely won't. This is a memento of my father's. My father, who had a habit of writing the date on everything, had embroidered on this handkerchief my birth date. It is a support from my heart. I always carry it with me at important times. I was told that my father took it with him when he went to war, but he died in action, and then it was returned to where I lived. It may be impossible for someone else to understand its irreplaceable importance to me, but I swear on my deceased father's handkerchief. Johnny Joestar, I vow I will not take revenge on you, and I will end everything here. I have parents too. I was told he even wrote the date on his underwear. But my father was a great man. Since after he died, I've thought so more and more. From this handkerchief, I've learned of a father's love and patriotism. It was my starting point. And even in the countless other dimensions, my father was already dead and gone. I went to search for him countless times. If there's a way to find him, I'd like to see my father one more time. What will you do, Johnny Joestar? The right to decide to take this deal lies solely with you. But I hope you make the right decision. Stop this rotation. Shoot my D4C with an opposite nail bullet.
My father is still alive, but fathers, can they be thought of in the way you think of yours? I never once felt towards my father in the way you remember yours. Not even for one moment. So even if I could go to different dimensions, I would never do something like go looking for my father. Yours might be the righteous path. At the very least, compared to me right here, you're walking a more righteous path as a person.
Johnny Joestar?
I believe you, President Valentine. You are surely walking on the right path. I believe that you are.
Thank you, Johnny Joestar.
Before that gun, it's your gun. You had it hidden on your body when you came back to this world from another dimension. You shot Gyro with it before. It's the gun that finished him. This gun could also do things like that. And you threw the gun away before. You used up all of the bullets before. So now, the cylinder is empty. There isn't a single shot left. As a test, try picking up that gun. I believe your vow 100% now. I want to shoot you with the opposite rotation and stop the infinite rotation that is going on in your body. I really want to do that, coming from my heart. But I want to believe another 1%, that behind your vow, somewhere deep behind it, there lies no deceptive surprise attack and betrayal. All you have to do is pick up that gun with your own hand. I'm sure nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. That will do. If nothing happens, everything will be able to come to an end, and I'll be able to believe you 101%. Just try picking it up, President Valentine.
My heart and actions are utterly unclouded. They are all those of justice. Hey, Johnny, over here. Over here. I'm moving. Over this way. If that's how it is, I'm okay with it. My real name. You promised, right? Don't tell anybody. See ya. Take care.
Gyro, I'm sorry. Really sorry. I wanted to believe. I really wanted to believe the president. Goodbye, Gyro. Goodbye. Why?
Thank goodness. Thank you, my dear Lucy. I'm truly glad you're safe.
President Valentine is gone. He's dead. And his stand was destroyed. After he died, he disappeared to some other dimension. Now he won't be greeting us at the race's closing ceremony. But no humans exist in this world who know that fact. Everyone's gone. No one's left.
You can stand? Johnny Joestar.
Just little by little. I always imagined it'd be a little more dramatic, but it's like the moon becoming full. The thing itself is kinda unconcerned about it. Mr. Steele, everything's over now. Lucy is safe.
Johnny. Thank you.
And that's Pogoloco in the lead, and then Norisuke Higashikata, and Baba Yaga too. At this rate, the Steel Ball Run race will reach its goal. The race will probably be a big success. It was something I dreamed of ever since I was a boy, but at some point, it became something different. I never once thought that I myself would reach that goal. The Steel Ball Run's closing ceremony.
Johnny, what are you going to do now?
What am I going to do? I have no idea, but I need to find Gyro. Gyro's corpse. I need to bury it. This coastline is gradually receding back to the open sea. If my friend just gets washed away, I couldn't be okay with that. I need to find him. Gyro's objective in the Steel Ball Run race was to save an innocent boy from his home country with amnesty. At the very least, I want to tell what kind of a race Gyro ran across his continent. To his country and his father, as my thanks and responsibility to Gyro. That's the last thing I need to do. Huh?
Johnny? Johnny, what are you doing? Did something happen?
I can't believe this. No way. It was so close to me. The corpse is gone, along with the blanket. The corpse that I tied up disappeared.
What? What are you saying? What on earth is this?
The corpse was stolen. Someone stole it. Someone came right near here, and there are horse tracks. There's still an enemy.
I don't understand, Johnny. I don't understand. You're saying someone was hiding somewhere nearby just now? The corpse disappeared? And someone's been watching us this whole time?
I can't believe it either, but it looks like that's it. Over here, the corpse was put on a horse. I didn't hear any approaching footsteps or even sense the horse's presence. It's unbelievable, but someone with that kind of technique was here, and they took it and left. Based on where the horseshoe prints are facing, it looks like they went east.
What on earth does this mean? Why did they do it? President Valentine is dead, isn't he? Who could it possibly be? There's still someone else? What do they want?
That corpse was a truly important object, wasn't it? Gyro died for its sake, and as did many others. And there are probably still people who will die because of that corpse. These horseshoe prints, I've seen them before. They're horseshoe prints I'm very familiar with. But whose were they? It's one of the participants in the race. Who can figure out who this guy is? Who knows that the corpse is really important? Who understands the corpse? In this world, it is I alone, Johnny Joestar. There's no way I'll hand it over to anyone. The only one with the right to end this is me. Lucy, I have a favor to ask. Could you please look for Gyro in my stead? And look after Valkyrie too.
Well, yes, of course, but...
Johnny, wait. Wait, Johnny. If you're going to chase after him, then I have some advice and information to give to you. I'm sure you remember how thoroughly prepared and careful President Valentine was. I remember that the president, some time ago, just before this race began, constructed a shelter beneath Manhattan Island. From the events that have occurred up until now, if I were to make a guess, I think perhaps it is a place for when it was all gathered to house the corpse.
Underground shelter?
In other words, if that corpse gets stored there, no matter what army or stand ability tries to break in and destroy it, it'll be impossible. A completely safe place. There's no doubt about it. The thief must be heading there. He's planning on hiding the corpse in the shelter. It's in Manhattan, below Trinity Church. That coincides with the goal of the Seal Ball Run race.
The final stage, Manhattan Rhapsody.
The beams of light that disappeared in the west are sure to be reborn in the east. The radiance is sure to return. The traveling horses that disappeared in the dark of night, together with the rising sun, have returned in a soaring mass of radiance. Today is January 18th, 1891. The time is 6:02 a.m. The weather is clear. They're coming. They're coming at last. At last, at last, at last. It's true. They're finally here. The great mass that was fired off from San Diego of the Pacific Ocean, the Steel Ball Run, now finally, having blasted 6,000 kilometers across the continent, impacts here at Manhattan Island at the Atlantic Ocean. All night long, people have been gathering here one after another. The number of dead has already surpassed 32 and the wounded over 500. Voices have risen all over the world in criticism of the contest. But as if to defy them, the sheer number of people in this massive crowd coming here soon to offer his thanks and to honor his impact at the goal is President Valentine. The goal of the 8th stage is also to be the start of the 9th stage. And now, we will give an explanation of the course. The order of arrival at the goal of the 8th stage, Union Beach, will be recorded at Raritan Bay. Then, each remaining contestant and their horse will be crossing straight to the upper bay with one of the boats on standby there, and then cross the Brooklyn Gravesend Bridge. Then, from the Coney Island Sea Gate Pier to the Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan Island's Trinity Church, travel distance is 15 kilometers. This urban battle will last roughly 30 minutes, making this the fastest stage. Whoa, hold on there. It seems that Baba Yaga has stopped moving. His horse's legs are wounded, he can no longer travel. Baba Yaga has stopped running. His horse's legs are hurt. Just before the goal, it seems his march through the dark night has wounded his horse's legs. He endured the scorching hot desert sands. He stood against the Rocky Mountains. He traversed the great prairies and frozen lakes and crossed countless rivers. But Baba Yaga has stopped his journey with the Atlantic Ocean right in front of his eyes. He's getting off the saddle. Baba Yaga has retired.
These horseshoe prints. They're not Pocolocos. They're not Higashikatas either. But they're so familiar. What is this? I have no idea. They're horseshoe prints. I remember them very well. Where? Where'd he go? It's him! The horseshoe prints are his! I've caught up to him. In front of his saddle, he's got something that looks like the corpse. Who is he? There's no one President Valentine trusted regarding the corpse. He was acting all by himself. And in spite of that, this guy's heading to the secret shelter that the president built. If there really is a shelter. But then, how do I explain the fact that this rider was in the race? Damn. Anyhow, how do you get over this fence? Should I shoot him? No, he's barely in range. That guy couldn't possibly know that and be trying to maintain this distance from me, could he? Something's odd here. That guy, he's presumed innocent until proven guilty, but if he comes within my nail bullet's firing range, I'll wipe him out instantly. Okay, he's in range. I'll bring him down. Huh? No way. There was nobody who could... Where did he go this time? I'm sure there was nobody in the race who could run like this. Horseshoe prints? There's a gap. Huh?
Hey, Steven, look. Look at this. Could this be... No way. Those horseshoe prints, the ones Johnny followed, they're the horseshoe prints that the person who took the corpse part left, but the hole the president was in, they came out from the bottom of the hole. The horseshoe prints start from the bottom of the hole. They come out of the soil at the bottom of the hole! The horse's footprints! What is this? Someone came out of the hole riding a horse? A different dimension?
Ugh.
The world, this time, is only mine.
What? It can't be. Dio!
I know you well, Johnny Joestar, and especially as it seems there's nothing different about you in this place. I've been looking for you. Just how many dimensions did I cross looking for you? I finally found you alive. Wait, don't go, wait. Alive? From the looks of things, it seems to me the one who's going to die is you, Mr. President. There's a world you don't know of, known as the base world. Okay, Dio? Listen. Very soon, I will be defeated by Johnny Joestar. Oh, really? You think of me as an enemy, and don't trust me, but now it's different. This is my last request. Johnny Joestar's ability is infinite rotation. My body will soon be annihilated from a world somewhere. His nail bullets are an invincible stand ability. No matter where I flee to, the rotation never stops, and I'm brought back to this place. No matter what I do, I can't win. That's a pity. But President, do you have something to say to me? You want me to get you a drink before you die or something? Recover the corpse in my place. The one who owns the corpse can control all the good fortune in this world. Become the controller. The Holy Corpse is central to this universe, its basis. It means taking the napkin. I'm not afraid of dying, but one thing I cannot allow is for that Holy Corpse to fall into Johnny Joestar's hands, and it cannot leave America. Even if I die, I cannot let it end. So Dio, I'm entrusting it to you. Only these United States. You mustn't hand it over to some dirty bastard on the other side of the world who doesn't even try to understand anything. Holy Corpse. Base world. I don't trust you either, but your ambition is something I very much like. You have to control it for America's future. I have built a perfectly safe underground shelter in Manhattan, New York, for the corpse. Store it there. The corpse will be yours. Now, your body. Using D4C's ability, you'll have to go between ground and more ground and hide. Your horse too. I also plan to do a final deal with Johnny Joestar. I have confidence I can convince him, but still not sure if I can kill him. If I fail and die, I'll make you cross dimensions to the base world. But don't forget, Dio. In that world lies Johnny Joestar in the infinite rotation. You must kill him. To phrase it as 5 seconds, yeah, there's really no reason for it, but the world, my ability, can only stop time for 5 seconds, and then resume it. Ah! What? Damn it. As I expected, they're a little dangerous, those nail bullets, so I can't get careless and move close to him. I need to stay outside of his firing range, and especially far from that infinite rotation, but I've already got a plan to do away with that.
No way. That guy just now was Dio? It can't be. I'm sure he died on the train tracks to New Jersey. I definitely saw Dio die with my eyes. And what's more, his stand ability wasn't dinosaurs. What was that just now? The one riding was Dio, and the horseshoe tracks were Dio's too. And then a bunch of knives suddenly appeared out of thin air, and Dio's body moved through space instantaneously. That wasn't some simple technique, or just speed. His ability is completely different. It's like time was stopped for a few seconds.
The only one who can bring the dead Gyro Zeppeli back to this world is my D4C ability. Listen, I'd like to make a deal here, Johnny Joestar.
This is President Valentine's doing. The president hid a pistol he took from a different dimension when he came back, and he also brought Hot Pants' spray. That's a Dio from a different dimension with a different ability, so that means he brought Dio here too. In order to make sure no one else got the corpse, even if he died, and put an end to this.
His arrival order is 5th. At the end of the 8th stage, Union Beach, New Jersey. Johnny Joestar is 5th. Johnny Joestar and Slow Dancer took 5th place, and following him up in 6th is Georgie Porgy. Following the place recording for the 8th stage, each contestant and their horses will board a steamship and go straight across the bay, crossing the lower bay to Coney Island in the New York borough of Brooklyn. The sea travel time is approximately 2 hours, and in that time, the horses will be able to preserve their stamina. Each ship will reach the final stage on the opposite shore in the order they reached the 8th stage, and then, starting with who came in first here, they are scheduled to start the stage in 15 intervals. After approximately 4 months of crossing the continent, when they reach the opposite shore in the Steel Ball Run race, they are thought to have only more 20 minutes of travel before they reach the finishing line. And now, we will display the table of results collected from everything up to the 8th stage. It's truly wondrous. No, it in fact is proof of the true severity of this race. Even though they've crossed a long journey of 6,000 kilometers, there's no contestant in first place with a large separation from the other contestants. All contestants' time bonuses must be used by the 8th stage, so those with them cannot carry them over to the final stage. There are then 4 people who are within the range of overall victory. Those who have the possibility of overall victory in this final stage are contestant Poco Loco, contestant Diego Brando, contestant Norisuke Higashikata, and contestant Johnny Joestar. And to add to that, the prize money for the winner with the highest point total has increased to $60 million. Also, the prize money for this final stage alone will receive $10 million with a maximum possible total of $70 million.
Hey! I said hey! Can you speed this thing up? It's really slow.
Let me give you a warning. For this ship to do something like pass the ship in front of us, if it's judged as an act of obstruction, you'll be immediately disqualified.
I don't care about stuff like that, being disqualified or what place I come in anymore. How much do you want? Get me closer to them. Tell me, how much do I have to pay you? $100? How about $500? I just need you to get me closer to Dio's ship.
If you show me any money, you'll be put under arrest. It's an insult to the race. If you bribe us, we'll stop the boat and put you under arrest.
Stop the boat? Oh wait, it's not the other way around, is it? You didn't take a bribe from Dio to obstruct me, did you? It's a joke, I was just kidding. Calm down. Yeah, really, the one who should calm down is me, huh? When I get off again, there are lots of routes to Manhattan Brooklyn Bridge. What's important is not falling off Dio's trail, but the problem is his no longer dinosaur stand ability. There's a high possibility that the ability stops time and lets him move while it's active. That guy Ringo we met in that forest in Kansas could make time go back a few seconds. But for if time is stopped, once I get within firing range, will I be able to hit him with something like a nail bullet? Is Dio stupid enough to let himself get shot? I need to find a way to outwit his ability. The remaining travel distance is 13 kilometers.
Each ship will arrive at Seagate on Coney Island sequentially in 15-second intervals. Sloop Jean B, start, and the next, after 15 seconds, Norisuke Higashikata starts, followed by Poco Loco, and then Dio disembarks in New York. And now, with the whole world watching, the final stage has begun. The remaining distance is 13 kilometers. Come tears or come laughter, in 13 kilometers it'll all be over. It's an urban battle. A 13-kilometer high-speed race has begun. Who will take possession of the $60 million prize? Who will take the crown and go down in history?
Excuse me. Coming through. Let me through. Please excuse me. Let me get by.
Ow! Ouch!
Hey, don't push, you're hurting my daughter.
Dad? What's he... My brother's boots? Could he have come to cheer me on?
Next, the fifth contestant, Johnny Joestar, disembarks. His beloved horse's neck extends toward Manhattan.
Everyone, please. Please listen to me. Please, just for a bit. Please listen to what I have to say. I've come here because I've treated my own child horribly for years and years. And the whole time up until now, I've never realized that cruelty. I know that apologizing isn't enough to make up for my scarring of my child's heart. But that is something I finally now have come to realize. My child's name is Johnny Joestar. He crossed from the far-off west coast all the way across the continent. All by himself. And now, here, finally made it to New York. Excuse me.
Dio can stop time, so if I get too close, I'll have the opposite effect. Getting in close to him is objectively dangerous. But now, if I don't get inside my firing range, the nail bullets won't make their mark. Dio knows that range, and what's more, I need to find out a way to outwit his stand. I need to get just barely close enough to shoot him to death. Ah! What? The one who was outwitted. Damn, was it me? He's hung wires. Ah, damn it! He can do anything within the stop time. Can I win against an ability like that? Even though I left plenty of space between us, I can't even pursue Dio from behind. Ah!
To pursue me is foolish. It's useless. Rita. Useless. I'll cut it off. I'll be taking this arm. Ah! Impossible. Just now, it moved. Something is looking at me from inside the hole. Choo-me-me! Infinite rotation. President Valentine explained that Johnny's rotational energy controls gravity. Could that mean that it even crosses into stop time? Just now, I said I'd take this arm, but...
Yeah! Ah! Ah!
Like with President Valentine, if I'm touched by that rotation, even a little, it means my defeat. Just as he said, that energy is dangerous. It's an ability that should not be. That it's come to this. I also need to be prepared. This world's Johnny Joestar is my greatest test. And I will overcome that test and kill him without fail.
In this situation, I want to say something tough, like Gyro would.
It's impossible at this point, Lucy. The boats have already crossed the sea. It's not within my power to stop Dio from running. All the police and guards are looking for the missing president right now. There's nothing we can do now.
The one who came from below the ground is Dio. The one who died when we were on the train.
All we can do now is pray. With that being the Holy Corpse, it will depend on who the will of the corpse chooses.
Is that so? If the one the corpse's will allies with now is the one who possesses it, then what will happen to Johnny?
There's the head group, and the Brooklyn Bridge. Once we cross the bridge, we'll be in Manhattan, but I can't get any closer behind Dio. If I get within firing range, he'll throw knives and hang wires, and I'll be killed. I have to attack in a way where he won't see it, or a way in which he won't hear it. That's the only way I can fire the nail bullets. If I'm sensed, I need to time it so it's when he can't stop time. I can only do it for a moment where the form of Dio is hidden in a blind spot because of a wall. I can only use Act 4. Only by using the infinite rotation and penetrating through walls can I hit Dio. It can only be with a perfect golden rectangle. Sent through a wall, and I'll surely be able to reach Dio. What the hell? What did he just throw away? Just now, a can? A can? Where did he get that from? Ah! The smell! Just now, he stopped time without me noticing it. Already, what he sprinkled on me was gasoline. And now, he's going to again.
Time has stopped. And now, the fun begins. My plan is complete. My plan for when time continues, your task will be completely annihilated. I too need a considerable level of preparedness, but I'd already decided that in my heart. It's my victory. This corpse belongs to me.
Act 4! Damn it! Below the road! I need to run into the sewer or I can't put this out. So this is Dio. I couldn't predict what was coming at all, but I'll definitely shoot you with Act 4.
Johnny. Here's the lead group. They're approaching the Brooklyn Bridge, spanning the East River with a total length of roughly 2 kilometers. Once this Brooklyn Bridge, completed in 1883, is crossed, the course turns left in front of City Hall, then continues straight down south toward Broadway and finally to Wall Street. Then, after 6 months and crossing over 6,000 kilometers, they'll have finally made it, the final site of the Steel Ball Run race. The Trinity Church will be in sight. Diego Brando has caught up with the top 3. Following him are Georgie Porgy and Nellyville. But the contestant who should have started is nowhere to be seen. What could have happened to him? Johnny. That guy. Did he slow down to be way behind, or did he choose a different route? The one who has risen to become favorite champion, Johnny Joestar, is nowhere to be seen among the top group. He's below. He's running below. The fire lit on him. He's not just down there to put it out. Damn it. If Johnny's underground, I have no idea when he'll shoot me. This is bad. He's prevented me from having the right timing for when to stop time.
I know exactly which footsteps are yours, Dio. I've discerned which are yours. There!
Whoa, I don't believe it. What an incredible performance in this situation. Dio. His female fans have rushed over to him and has stopped his horse. They're climbing on top of the horse. Is being a topic of the press more important to him than the battle to the goal? Or is he so confident in his victory that he feels he has time to spare?
Again.
And now, Johnny Joestar, who is thought to have taken a different route, is back on the course. But, however, just what is he anticipating? What could he be thinking? Johnny Joestar has suddenly gained an additional burst of speed to catch up with the lead group. The site on the Brooklyn Bridge. He's gained a spurt that seems to be his full speed. At this point, with only 3 kilometers to go before the goal. In untrained hands, the acceleration would eventually make the horse break down. Expert timing is required. He's slowly driving away from rider Nellyville in 5th place, and closing on Diego Brando, currently in 3rd place. Whoa! Now it seems that Dio is also suddenly beginning to accelerate. Is this an act of suicide? Or is it a calculated judgment by 2 genius jockeys? And here, at incredible speeds, Diego Brando and Johnny Joestar have broken out of the lead group. They're pulling away. They're pulling away. The other racers aren't taking the invitation. At this point, the racers are going their max speed. In 2nd, Johnny Joestar is chasing, and in 1st, Dio is trying to escape him.
Dio, his ability to stop time. Judging from what I've sensed up until now, from Dio's point of view, there's a length of time during which he can stop time. I'd say that it's likely within a few seconds. The max length he can stop time is probably within 5 seconds. Dio can only move and stop time during that interval. In that case, I'll get to a position just barely 5 seconds away from him and shoot.
Are you coming, Johnny? Then come shoot me. Just try and shoot your nail bullets of infinite rotation at me, because it's all progressing according to my plan. Johnny will predict the world's range and try to get as close as he can before firing. He should predict around 5 seconds. I too must make a sacrifice, and payment equivalent to that. I'm certain to win. I'll impale you and skewer you. Come, Johnny Joestar. The conclusion will come faster than if time was stopped. 5 left. The world. Time has stopped. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. And time continues. Ah! Ah! Whoa there! What just happened there? This is sudden. Contestant Johnny Joestar has fallen off his horse. Something happened which caused him to lose his grip. Contestant Joestar has fallen and Dio has gotten off his horse. Contestant Joestar is hurt. He's been injured. How could this happen with just 1,000 meters remaining, just as he was about to finish crossing Brooklyn Bridge? Contestant Joestar has fallen off his horse and is injured, and contestant Diego Brando is stepping toward him. Now, you're unhorsed. Based on what the President told me, your infinite rotation is no longer active, because you can't use the horse's power. However, now it's going to come back to where I am, if that infinite nail bullet you shot at the bridge's steel frame before is expunged, right? Act 4. The infinite rotation you shot is infinite, so it won't disappear. It'll still be on top of this bridge, correct? Is that what you had in mind? Is that your plan? That is also according to my predictions. My plan. It's coming back here! The infinite rotation, huh? There are no other means of protection, it seems, but sacrifices go hand in hand with victory. So, here it is. The rotation! Take it yourself! X2! Dio, use it to your advantage. There will instantly be no one. He will have no path. If you can make Johnny Joestar get hit by the infinite rotation just once, no one will be able to help him, and he will be extinguished from this world. The laws of physics will be forced to affect his body and soul. Use it against him. Hit Johnny himself with the infinite rotation. You must use it. That is your only path. Dio, it will be your victory. Diego Brando has gotten back on his horse. He has finally finished crossing the Brooklyn Bridge. They are running left past the front of City Hall. Did Diego Brando fall off his horse over the bridge too? There seems to be a heavy wound on his right leg, but his speed has not dropped. And still having separated from the pack, he alone reaches onto Broadway, the final stretch to the finish. Only 500 meters left. He can now see Trinity Church up ahead. But will Dio have enough stamina? Second is Sloop John B, and Pocoloco and Norisuke Higashikata are all gaining on Dio. And Georgie Porgy and Nellyville are continuing to accelerate. 400 meters left. 300 meters.
Come back, Slow Dancer! Whoa! The infinite rotation. I can't mount my horse. No good.
The Steel Ball Run race that started on the West Coast, San Diego, California on September 25th, 1890 at 10 a.m. and has traversed this great North American continent with a total number of 3,652 horseback contenders, Having traveled a distance of 6,400 meters, and with a traveling time of 116 days, 6 hours, 33 minutes, and 12 seconds, the race's champion is... Diego Brando. Goal! At last, at last, at last, at last, at last! It's over at last. The one to reach the goal first is Diego Brando. On January 19th, 1891 at 6:33 and 12 seconds, the winner of the 9th stage is Diego Brando. He has won the special prize at the final stage of $10 million, as well as having an overall point value of 442 points. The final overall winner of the Steel Ball Run race is Diego Brando with $60 million in prize money, making his total prize money $70 million. And, as extra prizes, the Transcontinental Railroad Stockholder Award, the Horizon Newspaper Award, the North American Horse Owners Association Award, the Selective Breeding Vegetable Company Award, and the Commutative Catalog Sales Award. The pinnacle of the world. It is concluded with Diego Brando. There is an underground shelter already built below the point, Trinity Church. Store the corpse there. The back gate has a door you can enter from behind the cemetery to a catacomb. Finding the door for the shelter is quite simple. Right now, the door is unlocked. Once the corpse is stored there, you can lock it. And once the shelter and door are locked, no stand user, you included, nor any army will be able to breach it for 80 years. It was built to have that protection. But the corpse will be an ally to you, its owner. Dio, with this country, you must take the napkin, and in my stead, all good luck and the center of the world will be at that place. All you need do is lock it. The shelter has an elevator that will descend only once. When it is locked, it cannot be unlocked. The corpse is stored deep below the Earth's surface, so even if enemies that wish to destroy it appear, it would take them 80 years. All of the good fortune in this world will begin with you.
It's over. My own infinite rotation. There's no longer anything I can do. On this bridge, at this place, it's all over. I'll break down into bits of dust and disappear somewhere. I lost. And I don't think even a soul will be left behind.
With the corpse being here in New York, Dio, you will become the center of the world. Just spin the dials with your fingers and it will be locked. Alright, Mr. President. I believe you. Huh? Lucy Steele? What are you doing? What's this? You came here alone? Doesn't look like that man Steele is outside. Why have you come?
For happiness. It was for happiness that I crossed this continent and came here.
I see. Stephen Steele already knows about the construction of the shelter and about the existence of the corpse. He knows too much. Obviously, I cannot leave him alive. Once everything is over, I will have to shut Steele's mouth. But Lucy, you're just so young and cute. What shall I do with you? It may seem like you will never get your happiness, but...
I came in case Johnny couldn't take the corpse back from you. I came here. I've been waiting at this Gold Point Church since early this morning for your arrival. The corpse is not yours!
Is that right? No matter how cute a voice you say it in, it's useless, Lucy. Right now, because of certain circumstances, one of my legs is wounded and it hurts so much. If you think that this technique of seduction will incite sympathy in me, then just wait until my leg is treated. We can play all we want. I'll make you fall the lowest a woman can go, and then, while I'm playing with you, I'll kill you. What is this? This bundle?
It's not exactly a present. More like something you lost.
Wait, Lucy, please stop. What are you intending to do? Lucy!
I'm sure. It should be around here. It wasn't that far off. At this rate, Johnny and Dio should reach Manhattan and get to the goal tomorrow morning. If we go there now by train, we'll be able to overtake the racers and get there first. Before then, we have to find that. If we find that, and then head forward.
Please stop, Lucy. Throw away that blade. Why do you need something so repulsive?
In order to find happiness, if Johnny is defeated and fails, we're sure to be killed too. If two of the same things meet, they'll be annihilated. I heard President Valentine say that when I was on the train. Something that came from another world, and something in this world. If two of the same objects meet...
The world! Get away! Stop time! Get away! The world! Far away! This is bad! I'm gonna get far away from here! Far away! My leg! How dare you! How dare someone like you, Lucy Steele? Who do you think I am? Doing something like this to me? The victor is I, Dio. Stop! I am the pinnacle of the world. Stop this. You're just a shallow scum of a little girl. How dare you do something like this to me? I won't let you live! Buddy! Stop! Yeah! It's me, Johnny. Grab on. You may have been disqualified from the Steel Ball Run race, but if you ride on this horse for a moment, you'll have a chance, won't you?
This rotation will be a reverse rotation, using the horse's power, an infinite reverse rotation on myself. This is a story of revival. How I was literally able to start walking again, and thinking back, I was constantly praying the whole journey. Even this cross-continental race by horse was a journey of prayer. Praying for the weather tomorrow, praying that when we wake up the next day, there would be a road on the land, praying that we would have a food and a place to sleep, praying that our campfire would light, and while these common things would repeat, prayer that my friend and the horses would be okay, and we crossed each river one by one. Now I have crossed the final river. As for the Steel Ball Run Transcontinental Race, in the end there were 39 contestants to complete it. Pocoloco ended up as winner by default and obtained $60 million. The special prize for the final stage went to Sloop John B, a prize of $10 million. The horse that matched Diego Brando's registered nose print, Silver Bullet, was discovered on the side of the road, and because the contestant himself could not be found, Diego Brando was disqualified without apology. People all over the world waited for United States President Valentine to arrive to give the speech for the closing ceremony, but with the explanation being security reasons, the mayor of New York made a speech in his place. The president did not appear. However, the people's praises of President Valentine would never stop. According to a newspaper report, the approval ratings for the president rose to 91%, and it was announced that the heads of every nation sent distinctions to him. Because of the many resulting dead, criticisms that the race was inhumane came from all sides. It was announced that the economic result of the race was $70 trillion. It was also announced that the promoter, Mr. Steven Steele, donated everything he earned to various different causes, and all of the criticism stopped immediately. The final results of the Steel Ball Run race are shown below. First place, Pocoloco. Second place, Norisuke Higashigata. Third place, Sloop John B. Fourth place, Georgie Porgy. And fifth place, Nellyville. And so after spanning 4 months, the curtain fell on the Steel Ball Run race.
what the president wanted: the right to being fortunate. Even if the law of the napkin is within this corpse, I think that, after all, the only thing that can decide is the will of God. Ultimately, the corpse does not belong to anyone, not to be the possession of one nation or one person. This way is best. The corpse must be stored somewhere, but this way it will not belong to anyone. Dio has locked it in the shelter, but Dio has been annihilated. This way is fine. It no longer belongs to anyone. I was afraid the one who owned it, when it was locked, would be given the napkin, but Dio was not qualified to be the owner, as it would seem.
Qualified. Yes, it was locked. The corpse has been stored deep within the earth.
Oh, it's you. Are you doing well? What are you doing? On a boat like this? This boat is going to Europe, right?
What am I doing? My original job was a customs officer. The officials in the Steel Ball Run race were hired on a temporary basis. By the way, Mr. Johnny Joestar, what's that crate you have with you?
A corpse. It's the corpse of my friend, and my friend's beloved horse, Valkyrie. I'm going back to his homeland on this boat, and handing them over to his family.
The horse is fine, but according to the boarding rules, I cannot permit you to bring your corpse on board. I'm sincerely sorry, but I'll have to ask you to have him cremated and bring only the ashes, or have him buried in this country.
I see. Then let me tell you a nice solution for that. You go get me authorization to bring him on board. I'm definitely going to bring my friend back to his native country no matter what. If you want a bribe, I'll pay you.
Hey, everyone, come here! Everyone, gather around, right over here! Get this crate off here by brute force! Get him!
What are you trying to do? I told you, there's no way I'm taking this off the boat. It's already impossible. Yo ho ho! I guess you've got no choice but to bug off. And if necessary, you go get authorization. Got it? We don't have any problem here, right?
Hey look, Sandman is running. Awesome. You still can't let them drink here. The horses have to last 3 days without drinking. First, the most dangerous one is the favorite to win, Mountain Tim. That brat. I'll never forgive him. Those guys are the Boom Boom family. Creepy, aren't they? What the hell is that? Is it alive? How many times have we taken this path? That guy knows. He's part of the Royal Guard. Wekapipo. Johnny, this is lesson 4.
Why don't we pray that we have a safe voyage, crossing the Atlantic Ocean and getting you back home? Home. Several years later, on the other side of the Atlantic, the Kingdom of Naples had had a revolution, and the monarchy had been abolished, and it had become a republic's dependent province. As for a boy who had been imprisoned with a death sentence, along with the abolishment of the monarchy, he was given amnesty and set free. He would later die of a cold. I heard that the Cepelli family, who were patrimonially employed as the official royal executioners of the Kingdom of Naples, had moved to a different country, but no one knows exactly. Let's go home.
Should I hide, or shouldn't I? I'm not sure. No, holding out here, hidden, is definitely the right thing to do. But this is so awkward. Even though we only kissed once. Won't you hurry up and go somewhere else? Oh man, squatting like this is making me dizzy. Well, to be exact, safe probably isn't the right word. Eep! Oh. What? Huh?